First alert overnight out of Madison, a bipartisan deal involving using $1.8 billion in funds from Wisconsin's budget surplus did not pass the state Senate. The agreement would have given money back to Wisconsin schools and taxpayers. The plan that failed overnight includes $850 million in direct payments to people living in Wisconsin, $600 million for K-12 education. $300 million is for general school aid meant to help lower property taxes, alongside $50 million for Wisconsin technical colleges. It also would have removed state income tax on tips and overtime. Governor Tony Evers responding to the deal failing, saying in part, quote, "So many Wisconsinites feel left behind, frustrated, and disillusioned by politics these days because they think a lot of politicians in the Capitol are only here to serve themselves," end quote. Republican Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu backed up the governor, saying in part, quote, "Senate Democrats stood together to buck their own governor to deny working families tax relief and leave $2.5 billion sitting in a Madison bank account instead of helping schools perform special education services," end quote. And one of those Democrats, State Senator Jamie Wall, voting against the proposal, saying in part, quote, "The bill blows a $3 billion hole in the next budget, potentially forcing future tax increases and cuts to essential services. We shouldn't spend money that we don't have," end quote. The deal must pass both chambers before being signed into law by Governor Evers.